GM. How is everybody? How is anybody? How am I? I'm a little bit worse for wear this morning, should we say. However, that shan't stop me. I'll probably just be operating at about 2/3 of the speed that I normally work at. We're gonna do a yarn dev, spin up locally. Let's see what we have. So, we wrapped up last time with making some fixes on the layouts and things like that. And one thing that I got working eventually was the streaming route. But you notice there, if I go to the production, I go to CV, it's instant. If I click streaming, 2, 3, 4. It's about 3.5–4 seconds before it appears. And that is because streaming. That is because I'm calling this data retrieval on get server-side props. And get server-side props fires whenever a user tries to access my site, it will execute this function on the server, retrieve this data, and then pre-render the page with that data. Which is great, but it needs to complete and return data before it will render anything on the page. Not the best user experience, and kind of looks like the page is hanging. So I jumped on the Next.js Discord and I spoke to someone. I'm just firing up Discord now. We'll see what he said. Okay, Mr. Lines of Code, thank you for your help. He offered the advice of using get static props instead. Now, get static props is what I'm using for the blog because it's all static content. It will rarely change, and I'll only ever need to publish a new build whenever I create a new article. That's going to be pretty infrequent. Maybe not so much for the personal one, but definitely for the professional one. However, on the streaming route, this could be within 24 hours. It's a bit more frequent just now because I've got some time off and I'm trying to finish this off before the holidays. I'm going to try this year and do one a week, one a fortnight. And I also have these playlists which months before any sort of update is required there. So get static props makes sense for here because this will rarely update. The only difference is here. However, the silver bullet here is Lines of Code recommended that I add a config to revalidate the page every X minutes/hours. Which means I can use Next.js get static props revalidate. Incremental static regeneration. I think this is what I need for the streaming page. And I think this could kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Because if this does what I think it does, then if I can have this revalidate, it will treat the current page as stale and will refetch the data at specific points. I need to work out when it will actually refetch it. I also run into a problem here on the blogs. You won't be able to see it just now because I've recently done a build. But all of the Notion images, actually, if I go to blog here, and then go to read, you see that there's no images here. And that is because there is an expiration on those images. So there's a timestamp that is passed with those images for when it expires, and when it does, then nothing comes back. So I'm hoping that with incremental static regeneration, I'll be able to re-request it, it will do a fresh build, and then it will give me link updates. You can see that because if I go to, I've just started a fresh build, and all my posts, in fact, not all, not all of them, which is weird. That is weird, it's not all of them. Anyway, this is a genuine update, but you can see with this, these links have updated. You can see the signature's changed, and there's an expiry on it as well. So hopefully incremental static regeneration fixes that problem as well. If not, I found a blog post that might help. But we can get that later. Let's see what this is. Create or update static pages after you've built your site. And retain the benefits of static while scaling to millions of pages. To use this, add the revalidate prop to get static props. So instead of getting server-side props and having this as server-side rendering, I want it to be static site generation. So I'm going to use this instead. I'm going to grab this content. And then on the return, this instead. Next.js will attempt to regenerate the page when a request comes in, at most once every 10 seconds. That feels like a very short amount of time for what I need. So I'm just going to look at this. Go to streaming now. Much faster. It's much faster. Now what I want to check is, let's check our network. However, you won't see anything here because it's executed on the server. Timestamp. Okay, so it's been requested. So this isn't going to re-request because the page has already been rendered. If I flip to CV and then back to streaming, it has requested again. If I flip back, that's interesting. I didn't expect that to fire there because I requested it within 10 seconds. Which means I'm misunderstanding how this works. It may be called again. This function gets called at build time on server side. Yeah, that's fine. Get the paths we want to pre-render based on the posts. So this is similar to my blogs. We'll pre-render only these paths at build time. Fallback blocking will server render pages on demand if the path does not exist. When a request is made to a page that was pre-rendered at build time, it'll initially show the cached page. Any request to the page after the initial request before 10 seconds are also cached and instantaneous. On-demand revalidation. Check if your upstream data provider has caching enabled by default. You might need to disable, otherwise a revalidation won't be able to pull fresh data to update the cache. Okay, we'll come back to this. I don't think it is, but we'll come back to it. Maybe for Notion. On-demand revalidation. If you set a revalidate time of 60, all visitors will see the same generated version of your site for 1 minute. The only way to invalidate the cache is from someone visiting that page after the minute has passed. So, I'm gonna fire up ChatGPT. How many seconds in a day? Before I get started, I'm just gonna let's go. Should revalidate every day. It should be plenty. Maybe an hour. Let's go to 1 hour. Yeah, let's do 1 hour for just. It should be fine. How can I test this? I'm gonna grab a timestamp. sure there is a smarter way of doing this, but I am at present unaware of how to do it. So I'll just do it the way I know how and hopefully learn a better way to do it along the way. I'm going to grab a timestamp here. This will be a number, right? So we've got a timestamp, and on the layout under here, I'm just going to do text. So interestingly, I saved that. So that continues to update, but I'm running locally, so that's probably not the best way of testing that. And let's go. Where is it? Let's do 60 seconds. That'll be easier to test. To measure streaming cache. I'm gonna push that. Go to cell. Should be building. Yeah, it is. So while that's building, what I'm going to do is I'm going to check this on prod. And I just want to see if I can see any form of caching here. I should see two things. One, I should hopefully see the caching, where this timestamp should remain constant for a minute. The other is this should load a lot faster. At the beginning of the stream, it was taking between 3.5 and 4 seconds to render this page. It should be considerably shorter. So we'll let that build, and is there anything I can do in the meantime? Let's check. It's here. Let's check. There we go. Oh, excuse me. Oh, slowly dying. What is on the checklist? We're going to do that later. I'm actually going to move this to the bottom. Add a scroll to top button on blog posts. This should be relatively easy to implement. This just means that if a user presses tab, if they're on a blog post, for instance, if they were actually reading this, if they were to hit tab, they would skip the header, the navigation, and things can just go straight into this. It means they can start reading faster. Really good for accessibility. Okay, add timestamp to measure this. The deployment is here, and that should have been deployed. Right, so now that's much faster. And we have this timestamp, 4482. And if I refresh, it's cached. That is swell. Refetch cache, certificate index, blog, CV. So there's our document. There's our timestamp. There's our props. Now I just need to wait a minute. Still cached. What I'm curious of is, does something need to change in that time? There we go, that is updated. Yeah, that's so nice. Thank you very much, Mr. Lines of Code. That is perfect. Cool. So let's remove the timestamp. And I'm going to do 1 hour, because I don't think we need any less than that. Now, I think I'm going to add that to the blog posts as well. Because that should make a fresh call. Yeah, I'm intrigued to see if that fixes fixes my issue here. So on the blog page itself, we're doing get static paths and get static props. On the get static props, we'll add the same thing here. Now, in here, using on-demand revalidation. On-demand regeneration to manually purge the cache for a specific page. This makes it easier to update your site when content from your CMS is created or updated. Okay, create a token, add the secret as an environment variable, and then create the revalidation API route. The secret doesn't equal this, so it's invalid, otherwise this should be the actual path and not a rewritten path. Turn revalidated. I think I'm okay with this for just now. I don't think I need anything beyond this, especially with how infrequent both the blog posts and YouTube data will be updated. So there's no point in adding stuff on if I don't know I'm going to need it. It feels simple. Interesting, the images and things haven't cached. Oh, actually, it's because I've only added revalidation to this. I'm going to add it to the vlog index as well because we're doing some data here. We're getting posts. I'm going to revalidate 1 hour and 6 minutes. Here, so let's remove the timestamp. Although that is actually pretty handy, that timestamp. But I need to pass it through. So, let's just leave it for now. Let's add streaming. ISR on blog, post, stream. Now I'm just going to do an empty update here just to make sure everything's fully up to date. I'm still a bit perplexed why only these ones are showing, but yeah. Gonna push that up. Should now be building. I think we're almost at styling. We've almost got all the logic in. Let's take a look. While that's building, I just want to look at Next.js. Top button. Josh wrote about something. Is it commune? Magical 3D button. Don't think that's what I need. How to make an unobtrusive scroll to top button. It's 2020. Should be good. Keep it simple. Scroll to top. Yeah, I'm going to come back to this. There we go. Should have built. Let's take a look at prod here. Those images. You can see them popping in. If I go back to the home page, back to blog. It's interesting. Thought they would have been cached. Okay, so that's all there. Embeds are missing from here. images are here. Cover images are here as well. Okay. Oh man, can't stop coughing. I really thought that would cache those images. Oh, now it's cached. It's confusing. So now it's cached, right? So now if I open up an incognito window, which you won't be able to see. Yeah, it is. It's cached. It's way faster. Oh yes, that's so much better. Yeah, that's perfect. Oh, that's so much snappier. Yes. Good times. All right. That's that done. I'll be intrigued to see if that fixes my image issue. It depends when the Notion links, like when the Notion images expire. Yes, let's try and find out. What was my question? When do images expire? And requested API. I don't think that's true. Okay. Notion API image expiration. Links to images returned by the Notion API expire. Expiry time. Date and time when this will expire. .1 hour. Which is perfect because we're going to cache for an hour. Maybe we should make the cache ever so slightly shorter than 1 hour. Just to make sure. We made the cache 1 second less. Let's find out. Where are we? Date. 1 hour and seconds. Almost 1 hour and seconds. Ended 3599. Let's just keep it as 1 hour and seconds. This is actually 1 second shy. The reason is that Notion images an expiry time 1 hour. We revalidate the cache. Just before I don't know if that's actually right, but that kind of makes sense in my head. This is really annoying. I can't ignore them. I also don't understand why only those files. These must be the only ones with pictures. Learn to type. Okay, so we have that. I'm pretty happy with that, and I'm just gonna discard all of them. Let's close this. Should I use Next.js image optimization? How to solve the problem? I don't really want to do this. I kind of like having... I don't have one here, but... Yeah, these should all have images, because they should all have a cover image. Like that. Baffled. Baffled. Also just completely lost my train of thought. Ah yeah, I don't want to move these outside. I kind of like... I wanted simplicity here. I wanted to create my entire blog in Notion and just have my website be able to pull that information through. Boxing the request. Excuse me. I think I'm going to look at this later, because my head is not in that today. I'm a little bit slow. This is in a better place anyway, so I'm happy with that. There is progress being made here. Each of these blog posts have tags associated with them. So one thing I was toying with the idea of adding is I'm going to have these tabs to switch between professional and personal. And then under that, I was going to have a toggle group similar to this, but for each of the tags. And that would filter the blog's client side. Yeah, maybe I'll add that actually. That sounds like a fun piece of work. And we're 40 minutes in anyway, so that should take us to a nice place. So what would I need for that to happen? I would need let's go to the blog index, and that's getting the posts, which is handy because we can see, excuse me, well, we can see two things. One, my published is not working, so let's fix that first. Passing the post here, which is a blog post, cover type file. properties, author's date, page published. It's a checkbox. I think it's date I want. Let me grab this. What am I currently looking at? The professional ones. Do the personal... Okay, there are no dates on any of them. So here I have this date field. We go to lib, Notion. This is going to grab the posts. And I should have date. Title, publish date. Let's add a debugger here. Oh, gonna need yep. So the publish date is undefined. Date exists, and I think I want date.start instead. Interesting. I was all but convinced that would have fixed it. Oh, is it because it's cached? No, it shouldn't do. It shouldn't do because locally it was just doing it every time. Yeah. Publish date is still undefined. So date. That's weird. Date.start. Date.start is undefined. Pardon? Is date.start. Of course. Yep, so we've got dates now. And here are my tags. So, on the blog page, let's look at our blog index. Just get a bit more space to work with. On the get static props, we are awaiting get posts. So we want to get all tags associated with posts. And this get posts is returning our personal posts and professional posts. I could just return tags here, but I think I want that as a helper. I think I'm going to tidy up the naming of these, but we're going to have an export function get tags, which will ultimately return an array of tags associated with the blog posts. It will take argument will it take post, which will be an array of blog posts, and it will return an array of strings. Yep. Actually, it won't. It will return an array of. So you get posts. Slug. Sure, tags come in as something else. Yeah, here we go. Because I'm filtering, I think I just want, yeah, tag. Yeah. Goodness. This should give me a tag back. Fine name tag. What? It's right there, man. Okay. So, we have a blog post here. Properties tags. So, as all tags. We're going to take the posts. We're going to map over them. For each post, and for each post, let's return properties.tags. That is the funky tags. That is this ID type multi-select. So I think I actually just want to get multi-select array here. And I'm going to kind of cheat here and do this on the client. So on the index, because I've got the array of blog posts here, I'm going to do const personal tags. Get tags. I'm going to pass in personal. So console log, console log, personal tags. Nothing. Good times. Right? So here we have. Now, if we return all tags, we've got something here. So we have an array of arrays. JavaScript. How can I map for I don't think I can do that, right? When mapping over in JavaScript, when mapping over an array, how can I return the contents? I'm just gonna, I don't think I need ChatGPT for this, but the fact that I can't formulate the question means that I don't really know what I'm asking for. JavaScript, return array. Children instead array. No. How to map a subarray. I think I want that. How to map a nested array. I don't think that's what I want. sure there's a way to do this without a double mapping. In JavaScript, when mapping over an array, property, okay, let's try and just spell this out. In JavaScript, I have a function that maps over an array. So, all tags variable. The multi-select flat map. Nice. Let's take a look. Flat map returns a new array formed by applying a given callback function to each element of the array and then flattening the result by one level. It's identical to map, followed by a flat of depth 1, but slightly more efficient than calling two methods separately. So, is that really all I'm going to need to do here? There we go. So we've got the tags now. I'm not sure why that took so long, but okay. So props, personal, it's going to be posts, which will be an array blog posts. That's nonsense. Personal posts is going to be post.personal, and tags is going to be tags.personal. I think I can just call this here, right? Or if I just said get tags, then posts. Then we made this professional. Stop professional. Like so. We have the revalidate set to 1 hour. seems fine. Except this is now going to be professional posts, tags. So. Which means we should no longer need this. And then let's create tags. So the tab is personal, use personal post. Read undefined. Why can it not read undefined? Posts dot tags. Post dot professional. Okay, post dot map. So this is undefined at the moment. Personal dot posts. Post dot personal. Post dot professional. Seems legit. So that should give an array of tags, and that should be an array of blog posts. Oh no! Yeah, I think it just freaked out. So here we have the navigation here. I'm going to create a Radix UI toggle group. Because I think you can have... I want the multi-select one. Does that allow me... As child, default value... Nah, there's one... There's one of these where you can select multiples. Just the toggle. Looks like an on-off. Yeah. I think it might... it can't be a radio group, because that's one. Oh, what was it? Slider, switch, toast, tabs. I'm sure it was a toggle group. I'm sure there was an example. I've been able to select multiple. Here we go. Ensuring there's always a value. Toolbar. No. I suppose I just need one value. If I wanted them all multiple selections here, it would mean I would want to be able to filter by multiple tags. That's cool if you have 300 blog posts. I have 7. So, and 6 of them are React. So I think just a simple toggle group should be fine here. So let's get this working first, right? I'm going to do an H stack. And then we're going to map over the tags, tags.map. And then for each tag, I want to render or del 1. I just want a button here. So we'll do text docs. I want the key to be tag.id, tag.name. Love it. And I wonder, is this going to let me put a CSS object on this? And I'm going to do color. Let's type out color. I want to see if that works. If that does anything. Hey, there we go. Done. Now, why am I getting that twice? Is that just a rendering issue? Because I'm currently looping over all these tags. Where are we? But the same tag can exist in multiple posts. So I need to make sure they're unique. How can I ensure that each element and an array is unique? Now, normally I would reach for Lodash or something like this, but I want to see what this says. Set's a good idea. This seems like the simplest. I kind of like the set. There's no real need for a set here though. So I think if I just... What am I saying? It's not aware of itself though, right? So that's all tags. So let's create, I actually like the set idea. So let's do const unique tags. So we're going to create an array of a new set of the all tags. New set all tags, unique tags is going to be anything here. Type set tag can only be iterated through when using the down level iteration flag or with a target of ES20 or higher. Interesting. Do I need that? I do array.from. Ah! Is my aim. Terrible. Excellent. Let's take a look at this. Actually, let's look at the debugger. See what we get here. So 2 children with the same key. Is the debugger not firing? Oh, it's because get tags is cut off. That's annoying. Sample tags. Let's get tags. Let's do professional. Guess there are more tags on that. Cool. So there are 7 posts here. Can I get rid of this? I have an array of 20 elements here, right? So the original one. Here are all my original tags. The unique tags. These are all treated as unique, and I imagine that's because referential equality of these objects. Unique. Cancel that, and we'll do yarn add dash unique. Here. How's that? That is prod. Made that mistake one too many times. Oh, I need to refresh yarn dev. To the blog. Still treating it. Okay. Excuse me. I think I might want unique by, unique with. This looks similar, right? I've got an array of objects. Yeah, this is the one I want, unique with. So I'm going to cancel this. With. lowercase. Is equal. So add unique width from Lodash unique width. Is equal. Lodash is width. All tags is equal. There we go. There should be no duplicate IDs in there. Beautiful. Now, one thing I would want to do is actually show the number of posts in the tag that had this. This is where it gets fun. So this is the unique tags. So I want to get the number of posts. So I now have all tags and I have unique tags. Tags is going to be unique tags. I want to map over these, right? So I now know there are unique tags. This is a unique tag. And I want to check how many times that tag exists in all tags. How can I check? How can I check how many times an element appears? Right. Tags. I want to map over this. I think that would be an array of tags. So that would be a tag. And a tag has an ID, a type, an ID, a name, and a color. So I think I just need to check that the ID exists. And assume that if the same tag is used in Notion, they would share the same ID. So let's open this out. Map over the unique tags, and for each tag, count is going to be this. Let's grab this reducer, which will be all tags. Dot reduce, we've got the accumulator, the current. Operator plus cannot be applied to types number and boolean. Current tag equals the unique tag This only works if you're looking straight for elements. Current tag. Strict equals. To do that, there we go. Do I still have Lodash up? No, I have as equal here. As equal object or other. So if is equal, this just ensures referential equality. And if the current tag the unique tag are equal, and return accumulator plus 1. Tags on type. To say count optional number. How is that going to do? Personal tags.count returned from this. Undefined cannot be serialized as JSON. Please use null or emit the value. Let's just return this for now. Should have this in scope. If we look at tags, we have an array of 10. Count undefined, count undefined, undefined, undefined. So why is that all undefined? I have all my unique tags here. And for each unique tag, I want to reduce all tags. I've set the accumulator to 0. Each tag and the all tags is this the current and my brain has frozen. Reduce always gives me a sore head. Current tag is equal. Oh, because I'm not returning anything otherwise. If it's equal, return accumulator plus 1. Otherwise, just return the accumulator. Count 1, count 1, count 6, count 4, count 1, Jobs good 'un. So now we've got all these, and if I remove this, then return tags, unique tags, unique tags with count. Then we have this, right? And the reason that I wanted to do this in the first place is we should no longer need the example tags. At the moment, I'm going to choose it to background color. Tag color. Tag name. Tag document. Let's just put that in parentheses. Tag color, tag document. There we go. Okay. So that should give us all of our tags. So out of all of these, we have one OBS, which should be here. We have 6 React, 4 JavaScript, 1 context, 2 hooks, storybook, state. There we go. And then if we go to personal, we should have new tags, productivity, technology, and pets. I'm just going to take a quick bathroom break after getting that working. All right, where were we? Cool, so we've now got some tags here. Now I want to convert these tags into Radix toggle group. Set of 2 state buttons that can be toggled on or off. 2 state buttons that can be toggled on or off. navigation, social text, and theme. So I'm using it for my theme toggle group root. So theme provider here. Here's the theme toggle, and here's a bunch of styling associated with it. I'm going to create a new component here, which will be tags. I'm going to export two things here. Export function tags. And export function tag. I need to tidy up the naming of this because my types are going to conflict with this. Turn null. Tags and tag. So I was just ending that. Got 30 minutes left. Hey, Faisal. Sorry, you'll have to excuse me being a little bit slow this morning. My brain hasn't fully woken up yet. Currently, I'm mapping over my tags. And I have a text auxiliary, which is returning the name and tag count, which is just this. But this isn't doing anything at the moment. Ultimately, what I want is I want to filter the results based on clicking any of these buttons. So I want to convert this into a toggle group. I'm just trying to work out the API for this, because do I want tags and then do I just want to pass it in like this? And then what? On change? Handle tag change. Let's see. I'll just do that. And then I create a function. Handle tag change. Tag. Yeah, the type's gonna. I'm gonna struggle with the type here. Anyway, I'm gonna need some state here. Default value. How am I doing it on the theme? Dark toggle, I've got the values there. And on value change, it handles the theme change. A new theme is passed, so a new value is passed through. If I grab this, pass all tags through, and then a handle tag change. I basically want a callback here whenever a new value is passed through. So we have a dark toggle, which is a styled toggle group item. Let's grab this. Where's the, swap that to stitches. Let's grab their example and then theme tags, right? Let's just ditch that. Let's grab the React toggle group. Let's grab styled from stitches config. And for the purposes of moving quickly, I'm going to grab these. I'm going to use these instead. There we go. Oh, excuse me. Theme toggle is going to return this toggle group root. Let's think about this. Export function. Tags toggle, we'll call it. And that tags toggle function called handle tag change. So we have a new tag. Not sure what this is going to be yet. If a new tag exists, actually I'm going to remove this. Just do on tag change. Optional callback. New tag. Tags toggle is going to take two props. It's going to take tags. It's going to take on tag change. That's the callback I'm going to pass through. Set type props. Tags. It's going to be a collection of tags. And on, let's just call it change. Callback doesn't return anything. Moment, I think that's just this. We'll make that on change. Whenever the value changes, I'm going to remove this. I'm going to remove the value. Is it? Value can be an array of strings. The controlled value, there is a type multiple. I knew it. Must be used in conjunction with on value change. toggle group item. Actually, what to do here is I want to do tags.map tag. I want to return toggle group item. What do I need to pass as child? Focus item, the value of it, and then a unique value for the item. Save value. Just tag ID. Tag.name. Tag.count. Oh, how did I manage to fuck that up so much? Here's the value. Oh, I'm missing a... There we go. Oh man, the brain was not working there. We have a toggle group root. At the moment, we'll have it as type single. I'll change that to multiple once I get this working. The area label for this is going to be tag toggle for just now. The orientation will be horizontal, and on value change, we will execute this on change with the new tag. Maybe I'll just call this tag toggle. Excellent. So there are some toggles here, and then if I inspect this, handle tag change is going to be a function here. Let's see what comes back. Does it not? We're mapping over it. E here. Okay. On value change. I might need to make this controlled. Let's use state here. There we go. So, wait, what? That's bizarre. Okay, so the value. Tags. 0. Unexpected token value. Not what I wanted. There's that tag. Okay, so now we have the tags updating. It's just passing the ID. Don't actually need anything at the moment. Why does that work when there's state there? API reference value. The controlled value of the pressed items when type is multiple must be used in conjunction with this. Default value is going to be nothing on value change. Shouldn't need state for this. Why do I need a value there? On value change. So that should just be called enemy. It must be used in conjunction with on value change. Tags. Tag. What if I did active tag? I did that. Which means I would just need to pass change. I just returned that. Oh, need to see if there is an active tag for the value to exist, and on this component I'm going to need to pass the active. Let's keep the API consistent. We'll say the value. Here I'm going to need some state. Active tag. Set active tag. Use state. To be off type tag. The value is going to be the active tag. To rename this to value. I should just pass a string through for the value. Value, optional string. And that's going to be tag.id. Value here is going to be the active tag ID that we're passing through. Instead of passing these through, we could just map through here, but I'll leave that as it is for just now. Right, so we've now got a bunch of these. Tag seems to be changing. Set active tag. That is actually just a string. It's passing the tag ID, which is a string. Tag. Bunch of tags, passing the ID through as a value, and on change I'm handling that, which is changing the active tab ID. That part's fine. We look at the tags, toggle group item, data state on, opacity 1, background color. Okay. Key is this, the value is the tag ID, which should be here. Data state off. Okay. The value here, value in this component that's been passed through. There we are. Okay, it's not re-rendering, which is interesting. Why is that? Yeah, there we go. Just some funky code there, I think. Or not. Huh? Thought that would work. Just give that a bit of space. So why do they not update on the index here? Handle tag change. So the tag ID is updating here, right? So we've got the active tag ID. So if I refresh this, it should be undefined. So it works if I add a console log, but if I remove the log, it doesn't work. Is that where we're at? No, okay. So it's just funky code. Cool. So I have these, right? I have the active tab. Now all I want to do here I have these posts. I'm going to create const filtered posts. That is going to take posts. Let's go filter it for each post. The post dot properties dot tags dot multi-select. Tags multi-select is an array of tags which has an ID, a name, a color, and a count. So can I do includes multi-select? This will need broken down a little bit. Const post tags is multi-select. Const is tag is tag. I'll rename this in a second. I want to check. This is an array of tags. I want post tags dot map for each post tag. Post tag equals the active. The post tag ID equals the active tag ID. I have the filtered posts here. I'm filtering whichever posts exist here. I'm checking which tags are on each of the posts. Then within the tags, I'm checking if the active tag exists. So this tag what am I trying to say here? Is the blog relevant? Is it active? Is active. Since we have an active tag ID, we'll do it as active. Post tags dot sum. So if any of the tags inside post tags have an ID property that matches the active tag ID, return true. And then I'm filtering here. I think I just want to return as active. Then posts here, I want to be filtered posts. And now we have this. So we have This does not. Why is that? Yes, so post.filter. If there is an active tag ID, filter. Otherwise, just use posts. Right, and this can definitely be cleaned up. Now if I click on LiveStream, why does that pick and choose when it's going to work? That's so bizarre. Just going to restart. See if it does anything. LiveStream. Is it like a target area? It's so weird. Posts. It's going to be an array blog posts. It's an active tag ID. That's that. Filter posts. I'm aware that that can be refactored to be a little bit cleaner, but I'm almost at time, so I'm just gonna. I just want a working version of this at the moment where I just want to be able to click on these and it filters. And for some reason, if I add a console log, it works. Is it something to do with this? No, but then if I refresh. What am I missing? Type is single. Is this the problem that I ran into on the theme? Only if it exists. So if tag ID exists, set the active tag. Let's see if that makes a difference. No, I think that just means you can't turn it off. Theme's changing now. It was a blog. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. But yeah, that was fine. Cool. So now I can click live stream. Yes. And get all my React ones. JavaScript context. Interestingly, if I click personal now, there's still an active tag ID there. If I choose this, then it'll fix it. One click. Just do an anonymous function here. Set active tag. And now if I go back to professional, page. This is now working. Take this off, put it on, go to personal. I mean, it works, it's just a bit why is that active? Why does it reset it? Or why does it set it as the first? Anyway, this is working. This can be tidied up in the next session because I'm at time. Posts. One thing I just wanted to do, the group item background color. Toggle group item. I'm going to pass the color through. The color will be tag.color, which shouldn't do anything. Last child focus. Variance. Stitches. I'm going to go to the personal blog. No, I don't want that. I want. Let's put tag.color here. Where are we at? Here we are. Red, grey, yellow, orange, brown, orange, green, blue, default. Okay. So toggle group item. Create variance. Background color. There, I think. What have we got? Red. This is nice because it means I can set my own color here, but I'm just going to add default colors for now. Color is going to be white. Gray, yellow, orange, brown, green, default, pink. We'll do default at the bottom. Default will be, the default will be, I don't know, what, black. Orange. Is there a yellow? There is. Yellow. Green. Pink. Gray. And brown. And if I go to personal, there we go, nice. So that's all my variants for the moment. String is not assignable to type. Where's my types? Ocean.types. So it's going to be red, orange, yellow, green, pink, brown, gray, color is tag color. No longer need this. Oh, stitch that. I don't need low dash unique. Did low dash unique width and is equal. Is that all I, yeah. Push it. Tags. Just gonna add them all as sync. Tag filtering on posts. just gonna get rid of that. Close all them down. Okay. Let's push it. And then, while that's building, we'll just go over what we did today. So to recap today, the first part was spent on the streaming page, where we converted the get server-side props to get static props with revalidation set to an hour. One thing I just realised is on the, where are we, pages, on the blog page. Revalidate 1 hour, did I add that back in? I didn't. Revalidate. So yes, I introduced the concept of incremental static regeneration on my blogs and streaming page, in which it will cache the pages for a minimum of 1 hour before attempting to retrieve new information, which is pretty handy, which helps me with my streaming. It means the page loads a lot quicker. And it also means on the blogs I might have killed 2 birds with 1 stone and fixed my images, because if it's revalidating in 1 second less than an hour, it will regenerate the links for me, which will get me fresh images, which is a good way to start. And with that in place, on the blog itself, I then added some filtering based on the tags that are passed through on Notion. So I can now click on JavaScript and it will show me all the blog posts with JavaScript. Nice. Alright, it's a good place to leave it. Next session I will probably be tidying this up because the code's a little bit messy, and yeah, we'll see where we go from there. So, thanks for watching. Catch you next time.